Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Cthulhu Saves the World! I'm Dave, you may call me Modown Joe, and now that the river's all flooded out, we can get to this mountain pass and walk through here to get into a random battle against Audrey 3 and a bunch of cockatrices. You can obviously guess what the Audrey 3s are weak to, although they look more like the piranha plants from Super Mario Bros. To me. Jeez, I wonder if that's intentional. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Cockatrices, and they're not anything out of the ordinary. Audrey's uses 3s just say, "Feed me, Seymour!" What, you knew someone was... Now, you're probably surprised I didn't do it the first time when we first saw Audrey 2. Come on. It was gonna come up eventually. But... well, let's just make our way into, I guess, the next dungeon? Maybe? Yeah, let's just skip the town, go right into the dungeon. Nope. They don't let you do that. They never let you do that in this game at all. I mean, it's railroading, yeah, sure, and they don't explain it. I guess they figure they don't need to explain it. They don't even joke about it, which is kind of strange, but you figure they would at least do something tongue-in-cheek. And why isn't Pause in that picture? Oh well. What a shocking sight, come on. Only a week ago? How few people do you have in this town that an epidemic can take everyone out of the picture in a frickin' week? Yeah, I'm sure someone knows something. You're a real jerk, you know that? I'm trying to... You figure that they... You know, this is probably the one time I've ever seen an RPG where news about a hero isn't traveling far and wide. But anyway, let's check out the shop. See, they've got some interesting stuff. The Crystal Sword, well, I'm probably not going to buy one, because even though if you're building towards magic or you want a little more defense, it's probably a good pickup, but the laser sword actually does more damage, considering the fact that it ignores defense. The Mag Trident, though, that's a definite pickup. Anger Blade, well, if you're using the Hate Blade, the Anger Blade's a definite pickup, and the Blaster Claw is a good side grade to the Shot Claw. I honestly prefer the Blaster Claw myself. It's not an upgrade, but because of the fact that, well, it doesn't target a whole group, but, you know, it's definitely, I prefer it more, just because that speed boost is really damn handy. I'm sorry. When I use Pause as just the first thing he does every battle is make every enemy insane, there's no doubt in my mind that I want him to be fast, because there are a lot of enemies out there that can potentially outspeed you no matter what you do, so you saw a couple of those. But anyway, most of the stuff in armor is good to pick up. If you didn't pick up the magic hilt, the crystal hilt here is also a good pickup, so you know, there's that. Some disease. I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that, and I've been in the hospital a few times myself. In fact, I'm a Crohn's sufferer. I know about just laying in a hospital bed for weeks on end. That was probably the worst moment of my life. Poor girl. Hopefully her mama will come back, and hopefully her mama didn't just kill a man, put a gun up to his head, pull the trigger, now he's dead. No. I'm sorry. Wrong game, Dave. There's no reason to be throwing Queen references in here. Wait till you do, like, Ogre Battle. Then you can throw in all the Queen references you want. I don't think they've ever actually made a game like that. If you go to Zeboyd Games' website, they only advertise, like, this and Breath of Death, and they'll also probably... And if you go like to a free stuff page, they actually have the source code for like a visual novel game they made. And that actually, you know, I might tinker around with that. I might do an Android port if I ever have the free time. If I ever have any free time. Are you sure that that strategy guide isn't just for the Xbox Live Indie version? I mean, not many people actually own that one. Poor Xbox Live Indie games, it doesn't get any love at all. I mean, it's impossible to find anything there. Well, that actually sounds like a good place for us to go. That probably was the dungeon we were actually about to set foot in earlier. Pause. Why'd you stop me? We can have the MacGuffin already. mean, I like to be prepared in advance. That's just the way I am. I like to do things ahead of. I like to be prepared for anything. I like to be there first and be ready. And well, that's just me though. Apparently, the game doesn't like people like that. Anyway, if we go around here, there's a nice little hidden shack, which contains a little bit of gold. If you're strapped for cash, you're probably not going to be strapped for cash at this point. If anything, you're going to be saving up for that dress I hope you remembered about. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep reminding myself that that dress exists myself, so this is a good... So I'm just going to be throwing this into every video that I can, just so that I have an excuse. That way I don't forget. Because I am forgetful. I am really, really forgetful. Old Man Dacker, huh? Well, he sounds like a fun... He might sound like a fun guy. I wonder if he... we'll probably end up running into him at some point. Have to fight him. Maybe. I mean, if he's a hero, he'll probably end up seeing Cthulhu as a crazed monster he is and wanting to kill him. Maybe. Or maybe that's a different game mode, in that you're never gonna see. Anyway, I think that's about everything that we can do here. So why don't we just, so I'm probably just gonna end up taking a little bit of time to do my shopping and equip stuff. It takes a little bit of time, and then we'll move on. All right, that's everything there. So let's head on out to that magical shrine with the healing water. I swear, there are so many video games out there with shrines full of healing water. I mean, Golden Sun immediately comes to mind for me. Ah, you're Dacker! Too old to be... What the fuck? He just introduced himself. Oh. This guy is senile! He's not... You're just as crazy, Umi, to think he's Santa. Seriously. Oh, brother. Can't believe this guy. A senile mage is a bad mage. He's not going to remember the magic words to cast his spells. I don't know why you're doing this, Cthulhu. Yeah, well, more party members is never a bad thing. Let's check him out, shall we? He's probably got something useful. I mean, when he can remember, when his senility isn't affecting his ability to do anything at all. Wow, look at that magic stat. That blows October out of the water. October and Umi out of the water easily. I mean, look. He's got the highest magic stat of pretty much anyone in our party currently. I mean, there's no doubting that he'll be good for that. And look at his spells. Holy cow, this guy is a dedicated healer. I mean, this guy, he even has Add Cure. I'm probably not going to use him much for fighting random battles, but he's definitely something I'm going to be breaking out during bosses. There's no doubt about it. This guy can keep a party alive like it's nothing. But anyway, now that we're in the shrine, let's actually take the time to explore it. I mean, we've already fawned enough over Dacker as it is, so let's actually take the time to move here. Yeah, it's a water temple. There we go again with these water temples. They're always the most frustrating thing in the game. Actually, this one's not too bad, honestly. We can go to the left and we can get some 1-ups off the bat, which is, you know, I could use a couple of those after that horrible blind run through the Graveyard of Memories. I do not want to go back there. But we got some more new enemies here. Egg Evils, Evil Snowman, Octopi. They're all resistant to water and ice, which makes Umi kind of tough, but we really don't have anyone else to do any area of effect, to do any attacks that hit everyone else with, other than October, so we're kind of up shit creek without a paddle here. We're just going to have to slug it out a little bit. But yeah, these guys are all the enemies here are resistant to water, so Umi's Flood is probably going to be a little lackluster to say, but we'll make do. We'll make do. And Dacker gets level 25, and he can either make his physical attack deal some drain damage, or we can boost his magic. Honestly, he does a good job healing. He does a really good job healing without, you know, resorting to violence. I mean, I could go either way with either a magic boost or plus strain. I could lean either side. I've done both, honestly. But, you know what? I think we can call it here, because, wow, this is going to be a long temple, to say the least. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dave. Remember to not get frustrated over water temples. They're often easier than they look. Take care, everybody. I'd say that having recently played Ocarina of Time 3D.